Yes, we're live. Josue, thank you for joining us today. We're ready whenever you want to begin your presentation.
And thank you again for always being such a leader in the Hispanic leader community. We appreciate you. You know, Stephen and I are in beautiful Savannah, Georgia, and we just absolutely love to connect with everybody. And of course, bring the brain power like Josue always to us. So introduce yourself a little bit, Josue, and then we'll go into the presentation.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Stephen. It's an honor to be here. So let's get started. My name is Josue Barros. I'm currently the team leader in Keller Williams City Views in Fort Lee, New Jersey, right next to Manhattan. We're currently about to hit 300 agents. Last year, we did about $800 million in volume. We're super excited to get to our first billion this year, and it's such a massive opportunity. Additionally, I own an outsourcing company, and we help essentially, we place bilingual professionals in real estate agent business, attorney businesses, doctors, practices, and it's been such a blessing to help people in my country, where I'm from in Colombia, have the same opportunities I had when I came here, but they can do it from over there. All right, cool. Let's get started. So today we're going to talk about how to build an amazing team. Now that starts with habits, and that starts with mindset, and that starts with models. So Grace and Steven, so as I go through the presentation, which I'm about to share right now, is you're gonna notice that it va a ser una conversación, que we're gonna have a conversation. There's some things que voy a necesitar de ustedes para poder seguir con la conversación, y mientras más participemos, mejores resultados vamos a tener. Hola Luis, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, bien, aquí conectándome. Tarde.
Excelente, qué gusto verte. Luis es un vecino, está aquí en Pennsylvania, so hopefully I get to meet him in person soon. All right, let's do it. So, como dice la presentación, este es un blueprint de alto rendimiento y al fin y al cabo, we're building a machine, and a machine has to be well built in order for it to last a long time. Because nobody wants to build something for it to break the next day. That's super expensive and boring. Let's go. All right, hold on, give me just 1 second. All right, let's keep it. So, obtenemos exactamente lo que toleramos en nuestro negocio. Esa es una frase que, to me, it makes a huge difference. And in English would be, we get what we tolerate. Now, my question to you, everybody that's watching Grace, Stephen, and Lewis, is what are you tolerating right now in your business? What are you tolerating right now in your life that doesn't go in line with the goals that you actually have? What are you tolerating? Are you tolerating coming to the office late? Are you tolerating not making the contacts you have to make? Are you tolerating people in your team that are not doing what they have to do? Are you tolerating making less money? Are you tolerating not going on vacation with your family? Are you tolerating disappointing your significant other? What are you tolerating right now?
I
Okay,
think the one
go
thing
ahead.
that I'm tolerating is um, for about the last 5 to 6 years, I've been very, very concentrated on using the money that we earn, right, as real estate agents to try to buy properties, right? So we have 8 now, but that had been my single focus. And I can tell you, after we had the floods here in this area, and 4 of our rental houses got flooded with no flood insurance because it wasn't required, right? Um, that I put that on the back burner. And now, I mean, just with what you're saying, what am I tolerating? I'm tolerating the Grace that has fear that is saying, oh, I don't need to do this, but I really do because that was a way to build my future, my husband's future, and my children and grandchildren. So thank you for that question. That's what I'm tolerating in my brain is not doing the steps that I know I ought to do.
Mhm. No, thank you for sharing, Grace, and thank you for being open y vulnerable también en este proceso. Steven, Luis, ¿hay algo que quieran compartir ustedes?
Yes, one thing that I'll admit, I've been tolerating with myself for too long, lack of time blocking. And like I feel the difference. Like I feel the difference when I remember to pull out this thing and actually write Monday at 10 Word Wizards role play with Tulio. Monday afternoon, call past open house leads. Uh,
Mhm,
Monday evening, do something else business related.
mhm,
Versus versus weeks where I get busy and then don't time block,
mhm.
and then come Monday morning I have to think to myself, what should I be doing? I'll admit admit that's something I've been tolerating for far too long. When if Because we all have busy weeks where we just want to relax at the end and don't think about the next week. But if I do that, then I start the next week with uh, having to waste time thinking about what I should be doing.
Nailed it. And thank you for sharing that, Steven. Again, also, thank you for being vulnerable. It's
Oh,
not easy to open up about this thing, especially in a group setting.
oh yeah.
Uh, Thank you. And you know what? Aquí en la presentación dice abajo, en la mayoría de los casos, el estancamiento no es por falta de esfuerzo, es por falta de enfoque. Es por falta de enfoque en la palanca más importante de tu negocio. There's one thing that matters most than anything else, and we're going to talk about that in a second. It's lead generation. It doesn't matter. And that, by the way, there's a reason why I started with this, and I didn't start with here's how you hire people, here's how you find them. Because without this, nothing else happened. You have no business. All you have is yourself. Uh, Now, second layer to this is, can you guys type in the chat your current units closed versus your goal for the year? Current units closed versus your goal for the year. It's time to do a mid-year review. Have you seen your goals since the last since oh, there we go. Grace, 18 units closed, 40 for the year. Okay, we're almost there, right? Almost halfway. No, 14 units, 34 for the year.
Yes, but I
Okay.
feel that we're behind because this is the bit should be the busy season, and we're not as focused as we are on lead gen. You know, for us, PCS season is big, and right now we should have a lot of people. It's a very strange dynamic that's happening to me and Stephen right now because we're getting more calls on listings than we are. Usually, we get a lot of military people coming in saying, "Hey, I need to buy a house," blah blah blah. So it's pretty interesting for us right now, the
Mm.
dynamic.
I hear that every day. Things are
Really?
weird. Things are awkward. It's not what it used to be. Now, what does that really mean? What does that really mean? That just means that we need to talk to more people. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. We just need to talk to more. We have a pipeline big enough. We'll get to our goals at some point. Luis, thank you for sharing 14 units for 34 for the year. Raquel, thank you for sharing 16 units, 50 for the year. Okay. Now, besides the focus on lead generation, thank you for sharing, Grace. What else do you, and type it in the chat, what else do you think it's holding you back? Okay. Uh, Louis, can you be more specific when you say myself? What does that mean?
Yeah, yeah. On this one, I don't know how to explain it. Like business is there, but my focus is always the family. So once I try to do 2 to 3 transactions a month, and then I tone it back, and then I do 2 to 3 another month, and then I tone it back. So I know I could be doing better, but once I'm number driven. So once I know I'm gonna get to my goal, anything I can get past that, I just don't. Like my priority is still my kids. They're little, so but I know I could be doing so much better if I wanted to.
No, your priority should be your kids. Like that's what you're focused on what you need to focus on. I want your kids to be first, not Keller Williams, being fully transparent. I want you to give your kids the life they want to give them. So that should be the focus. Now, the real question is it a matter of focused effort, or is it a matter of you get a little bit complacent and you stop, you let dejas como el pedal del acelerador cuando te sientes cómodo con la cantidad de transacciones que tienes pendientes?
Uh, Neither, because I like los clientes llegan and I just tend to like postpone them or extend them a little bit because I know like I've been I've been very blessed because I don't have to do that many lead generating. There's not a lot of Spanish speaking agents here, so I get 70-80% of the business in the area, which is good, but then it's only myself. So I pass it on to other Spanish speaking agents in my office so that way they can produce and then they can help them. But yeah. And like I should be getting an admin now, but I rely a lot on AI. So that helps my productivity a little better. Like once I go on the contract, put it in automatic
Mhm.
and then just tone it back.
All right, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I think
Yeah.
we might have something that can help you. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing. Raquel, when you say intentional lead generation, uh, can you give me an insight on what you exactamente qué quieres decir con eso?
Um, it
I can't
is,
hear. Can you guys hear?
I just go do as I go.
Okay.
You hear
How does
me?
that? Yeah, I
Yes,
hear you
Raquel,
now
we can
better.
hear you now.
So you said that when you say that, do you mean by you're
Hear
not
me
calling a
okay?
specific kind of lead? Is you? Yeah. No, I'm saying that when you mean intentional lead generation, and when you say you call who you call and that's it, you're trying to say that you don't have a specific cadence of lead that you're calling. You don't have a specific model behind it, correct?
Right. I have the models, I just don't follow them.
Got it. Well,
Easy to be done. I don't. I talk to people as they come to mind. I just think of somebody, I may call them, or I may not call them at all. I may send them a text, or I may do I do a lot of things. I send them birthday cards, I send them weekly newsletters and all that stuff. But for me to say, okay, sit these 2 hours and I'm going to call every
hmm
initials, don't do that. So that's what I mean about intentional
thank you for
or
being more
not
specific.
being
I love it.
intentional.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being so specific. I love that. And also, you're gonna have a model in a little bit, like a few. We're a few slides away from a model that can help you with that. All right, let's keep going. So, number one, are you on track to hit your goal? Some yes, some no. Number two is what's the gap? We just saw the gap on the chat. Number three is we gotta be real on what's holding us back, and also what are we tolerating on our business. Let's keep going. All right. So, el peligro de crear una cultura de ocupación en lugar de una cultura de producción. Eso generalmente lo hemos escuchado como business versus busyness. So, example, medir el éxito por horas en la oficina versus medir el éxito por el volumen de conversaciones que tenemos. Tener reuniones extremadamente largas sin un objetivo claro solo porque nos sentimos ocupados versus daily meetings of maximum 15 minutes with our admin team or cutting your presentations in half the time. Or let me give you an example. Una de las cosas que estoy trabajando con mi coach es in order to hit my goals as a team leader is we need to hire 20 agents a month every single month. In order to do that, I need to have at least 60 appointments a month. Now, for me to hit 60 appointments a month, two things can happen. Number one is I need help. So who else can I enlist to go ahead and have appointments with me? But number two is this one was right in front of me and I didn't never saw it until he told me is cutting appointments time from an hour to 30 minutes. So now in an hour, I can fit two people. And just because I have now less time, I'm going to be more purposeful about my communication, more direct. So that's what I mean by that. El número tres, estar atrapado en el trabajo de escritorio versus proteger implacablemente el tiempo de lead generation. Y number four, reaccionar a las urgencias del día versus ejecutar proactivamente los objetivos claves. Okay. Having said that, ¿cómo estás diseñando tu entorno? How are you designing your environment to prioritize lead generation above anything else? I had a conversation with my coach this morning also. His name is Brian Martin, great guy. Uh, he told me just lock the door in your office. Just lock the door. That's it. All of us, we're blessed. Like we're working from an AC space. We're working with water, working with coffee. Like most of the time when we complain, it's something that is not even worth it. Like we're blessed to be working from an environment like this. So just lock the door and focus on what you need to focus on. And it's those small things that with discipline, it makes a massive difference in your business. All right, let's keep going. So, el efecto palanca. Hábitos mínimos que generan un impacto masivo. Having said that, here's the question. ¿Qué puedes hacer durante un corto periodo de tiempo todos los días que garantice resultados a largo plazo? Digamos que voy a empezar a hacer ejercicio. And I've never done exercise. Or I haven't done it in a long time. Okay, how many hours are in a week?
Well, work hours, 40 hours.
No, total hours. 24 times 7 is 168 hours. There's
Hmm.
168 hours in a week. Yet, if I spend 30 minutes doing exercise every single day, let's say Monday through Friday, okay, that's 2 hours. If I only was to do those 2 hours, even though it looks very small, my health will improve. I'm not gonna become a Ironman athlete. I'm not gonna become, ripped, like super ripped, like great. Like, no, it's definitely not gonna happen. However, my health will improve, and my mindset will improve as well. Now, having said that, lead generation works just like that, and it could look like 20 conversations a day, 20 conversations a day. And no, we're not gonna talk about how to hire more agents until we go through this, because you haven't earned it. But we'll get to it. But earn this part first. Also, there's two books I'm going to mention. I'm going to mention them right now. Actually, three, because we're going to touch on some topics in a little bit. One of them is called $100 million Offers. $100 million Offers by Alex Hormozy. $100 million Offers. The next book is this one, The Ideal Team Player by Patrick Lencioni. The Ideal Team Player by Patrick Lencioni. The next one is The Five Dysfunctions of a Team by Patrick Lencioni as well. All right. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. What questions or what insights does this give you as of now?
To me, that we don't have to start, and here's a truth, right, Josue? Um, I think one of the scariest things that they tell us when we're doing starting lead gen is for some people, like for me, that I don't have
Mhm.
the concentration power or something. You have to do it 4 hours a day, every single day. Breaking it down like this, where you're saying, hey, do it in these little chunks of time, and pretty soon it's going to be a little bit more till you get used to it. But telling someone that's not used to lead gen every single day, sit there and do it for 4 hours. It's like for New Year's, right? When you make a resolution and it's this huge
Mhm.
resolution, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I want to exercise every single day. I'm going to cut out sugar. I'm going to cut out salt. And then by January 20th, you're going, oh, forget it. It's too much. Really, I think that that's what you're telling me now, right? That it's
Yeah.
okay to start in small chunks.
Yeah, and you know what? If we look at the 20 and that another book, the one thing. If we look at the one thing, the 20% lead generation. Now the 20% has a 20%. Here's what I mean by that. This is normally the sheet I used to make to track my contacts. It has 20 spaces, okay? Now, these 20 spaces is four different chunks of five, and I have to hit them in order of priority. The first five is the biggest, most important one. That is top producing agents. New contacts with top producing agents. Number two is follow up with five top producing agents. Number three is new contacts with everybody that is not a capping agent. And the last one is follow up with everybody that is not a capping agent that I already spoke with. How can that look like for you? An example. If you look at this sheet, you can say the first five contacts is new listing opportunities, new sellers, new homeowners I haven't spoken with. The second could be homeowners I'm following up with. Number three is five buyers, new buyers I'm talking with, and the last five could be a follow up with other five buyers you already spoke with. Just the model that works for me. You can, if it works for you, you can just copy it. But you can just, the point is, Grace, you nailed it. Is about the chunks and taking it one step at a time. Otro ejemplo que puedo dar. Digamos que tú me dices, Josué, es muy difícil hacer 20 contactos al día. Ok, great. Just do one contact a day y le sumas uno todos los días que van. En 20 días vas a estar haciendo 20 contactos al día. Primer día hago uno, segundo día hago dos, tercer día hago tres, cuarto día hago cuatro. There's a million ways we can do this, but if this doesn't happen, then we can't build a team. Thank you for sharing, Grace. Anything else? Nope. All right, let's keep going. By the way, AI, it's amazing. But this tool that I used to make these slides is called Notebook LM. If you haven't checked it out, it's helped me now build slides in minutes, and it's super effective. Notebook LM, and it's free. All right. La primera regla de la arquitectura, proteger el motor principal. Vamos a hacer primero una auditoría del tiempo. Estuve actually, en Orlando, en una conferencia en la que habló Brian Buffini, y él estaba conversando de cómo most agents spend 30% of their time doing errands every single day, and 3% of the time actually being in contact with prospects that they can actually work with. So, la primera pregunta que quiero hacer es, ¿qué porcentaje exacto de tu día se invierte exclusivamente en la generación de leads? Number two, ¿cómo está configurado tu entorno físico y digital para forzar la prioridad de la prospección? Eso es lo que hablamos hace un segundo. Es how can you build a bunker around you? Who else can you enlist that will help you build an environment that will protect you? And number three is, si no está en el calendario y no está protegido de interrupciones, el hábito muere. Literally. Just like Steven said, do you start writing on the book and then you forget about the book? Then a month later, you're like, oh, let me pick it up again. And then you let it go again. All right, let's keep going. So, la reunión de 15 minutos, el tablero de calibración diaria de equipo. Raquel, this could help you a lot, okay? And what I mean by this is when you focus on expense, okay? And you say that you don't have an intentional lead generation, a form of lead generating. Well, here's an intentional way of doing it. How do you think your business could look like if every single day you have a 15-minute meeting? But Josue, like, who I'm gonna meet with? I'm a solo agent. Okay, great. Meet with yourself. That's fine. You can just be by yourself. Nothing's gonna happen. You're not gonna die. If you have a team, meet with your team. Okay, but keep it every single day. The question that we're solving for is, who is hiring me today? Who is hiring me today? I started actually having these meetings with my wife as well. Every morning at 7:45 in the morning, we meet for 15 minutes and we go through that question. Who is hiring us today? Because we're growing an outsourcing company and we want to be the biggest, best outsourcing company ever in the world. And thank God it's been so many blessings over the last few months. We're growing. But again, we want to help a lot more people. So every morning at 7:45, who's hiring us today? Segunda pregunta. Okay, great. So let's say uh, who sent me a referral? Well, have you guys ever received a referral on a sticky note? Have you guys ever gotten an email with, hey, I need you to connect with, I don't know who, they're looking to buy a home or sell a house? Have you guys gotten a referral via text that you forgot to respond back? I have.
Yeah.
Have you guys getting a voicemail that you heard, oh my God, I need to call this person about this lead, and then you forget again? That literally happened to me last week. So the question is, who sent me a referral and I forgot to call them? Which referral I got via email that I haven't responded? Who called me with a referral and I didn't get back to them? Who gave me a sticky note with a name and a number to call and I didn't call them? And we're trying to find opportunities on who's hiring me today, who's hiring me today, who's hiring me today. And you're solving for that question every day. Who's hiring me today? Who's hiring me today? How do you think your business can look like if the first thing you focus on during the day is who's hiring you today, and then you get into lead generation?
That's a great question to wake up to.
Ujú. Y lo chévere lo interesante es que el human brain is fascinating. The more action you take, even if you don't get results, pero mientras más acción tomas, tu cerebro desarrolla un outlook positivo del futuro. You get a positive outlook of the future. So if you're taking action every morning, you're starting with who's hiring me today, you're making the calls after, your brain starts developing a positive outlook of what could happen for the rest of the week, what could happen tomorrow, what could happen tonight. And you're going to be a lot more excited when you're making the calls. You're going to be a lot more excited when you meet clients. So this could be, Raquel, something that you can use every single day to be more intentional with your lead generation. Okay. Now, one thing, Grace, you mentioned that things were slower. How many people you have in your database? People that know you and who know who you are and trust you.
A lot, Josue. I mean, I couldn't tell you, but a lot, and we need to do a better job of cleaning up our database and separating them into, because obviously we run really big groups. So we have a lot of people in our database that we could actually hit up for referrals of other agents. And then we've been in this area 15 years. I have. We have a lot of people that we've connected through the years. And I can tell you, and I'm very proud of Stephen for doing this. He's very good at client communication. Always text people, birthdays, anniversaries, whatever he sees. I'm the one that's lacking there. I really am. And I think that that's a really important part that I've missed all these years, is those opportunities, right?
Mhm.
And you can ask Stephen, people, I had a call from a lady that I sold her brother a house to 10 years ago. And she remembered me and you know, part of this is my failure, right? She remembered me and reached out to me. Can you sell his house now that he's moving to Augusta? So not only did we sell his house, but we also gained a referral because I sent him to an agent in Augusta. Now, how simple would that have been to do what Stephen does naturally? Keep in contact. I mean, it was by the grace of God that she remembered me, right?
Yep. Well, that's how that's how essentially you can like fabricate referrals. That's how you can create an engine of referrals. And Steven, great job, phenomenal. What I was going to recommend is how many past clients do you guys have? How many people have you helped buy a home in your area or sell a home?
Let's just say I'm just going to do 10 years. So that's got to be at least 400 people.
What do you think would happen if you would call each one of them and you asked them, hey, what are your real estate plans for the rest of the year?
Yes.
Like you can get tremendous, like I could bet you can hit your goal just with that amount of people you have there. You can bridge the gap. Let me know how it goes. All right, let's keep
Okay.
going. Uh, cool. Now the next piece is critical is your administrative team is the structure that sustains your value. We're going to talk about value in a second on the next slide. Yet a lot of people overlook this. And if we look at team building, okay, let me go ahead and go to, hold on. Hold on. All right. So let's look at these 5 pillars that we have here. This little coincidence that I put the administrative team on this slide is a lot of people overlook this because we could be like level one of values personality. We could be very likable, and generally salespeople we're very charismatic. We have a lot of energy. It's like, oh my God, Grace, I love to work with you. You know, Steven, I love to work with you. What do I have to do? I love to join your team. Blah blah blah. Like they're super excited because they feed off your energy, and you attract people regardless. That's the least level of value because all you have is personality. A lot of teams, unfortunately, are built off of that, built off of the personality of the rainmaker, but really nothing else. The challenge with that is once you make one of those people mad, then they leave because there's nothing else holding them to you, and it's a team built off of ego, essentially. Uh, Also, one more thing is that the further we get from ego, the more money you're gonna make, and the healthier of a team you're gonna have. Also, there's another book, Ego is the Enemy. Amazing, amazing book. If you're gonna get into getting people in your team, you're gonna be a leader. You gotta understand also how to check your ego at the door and how to just not be egotistic at all. Like we all have an ego, it's natural, but again, the further we get from it, the more money you're gonna make and the happier life you're gonna live. So, number one, personality. Number two, level training. Number three, that was the typo there on the slide. Technology. Okay, number four, it's everything you saw before plus leads plus administrative support. Number five is everything from before plus appointments. Okay, everything you saw before plus appointments. The further you get into level five, the more valuable your team becomes, and the more money the more profitable you have the chance to be. Okay. Now, we're blessed to live in this age. When it comes to administrative team, besides now having virtual assistants, besides you can hire an in-person admin, you can hire a transaction coordinator per transaction. Now you have a million AI tools that you can use to empower all of these people to do an even better job. So even if let's say, hey, Jose, but I'm not ready at all. I don't even have a budget. I don't have a reserves account to hire somebody. Okay, great. Get an AI tool. Start finding out ways in which you can leverage things so you don't have to do everything by yourself. All right. Any questions on this so far? No. Okay. Now let's talk about value. So, la propuesta de valor no puede ser todas las cosas para todas las personas. And sometimes we try to be like that because we're humans, want to be likable to everybody, want to work with everybody, but we can't. I mean, you could, but it's not profitable. So, referenciando el modelo de $100 million offers, tu propuesta de valor debe ser tan específica y potente que tu prospecto ideal se sienta tonto al decir que no. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Now, there's two kinds of value we're speaking with. We're speaking about the value to the consumers, which is buyers, sellers, investors, and we're looking at the value also for agents. Does that make sense? There's two sets of
Mhm.
value. Okay. Now, the beautiful thing is that the better your value is on the consumer side, the better your value is going to be on the agent side. I'll give an example. Grace, let's say you want to recruit another agent, and when you call them, you tell them, "Hey, my name is Grace. I'm a top producing agent. I have a team, and I'm looking for my next top agent. I give all my agents get between 20 and 30 leads a day, and we specialize in working with sellers, specifically distressed properties. All my agents are doing over 10 million a year. Is that something you'd like to explore?" It's a
Oh, yes, I
it's
would.
You see, so it's powerful and there's numbers behind it. And now you can only say that because you built a value proposition strong enough, so you have a in big enough pipeline so you can bring people into your team. Does it make sense?
Yes.
So even if, like, let me look at the where the have. Okay, the MREA talked about it. Like it's there too. Is you're not gonna bring a salesperson first before having a solid administrative team. The solid administrative team will allow you to keep prospecting, will allow you to build a bigger pipeline so that you can go after everybody. So here's a perspective I want you guys to look at. Now, who's looking to hire people into their teams right now? Grace, are you looking to hire people? No?
I'm not. I'm not right now.
Okay. Louis,
Because
Raquel,
you
you
know
guys looking?
why, Josue?
Talk to me.
Because I really need to, I've done it in the past, and I really need to get better at um, judging like what I need and explaining the value that I bring and the value that they're going to bring, because it's just been the couple of times that I've tried in the past, it's just been a conflict of I'm doing everything anyways, it seems like, to me, and I've got to
Mhm.
get better in that training process where the expectations are set, where all of that stuff is in place before I do it again. So I've been scared by the process. I honestly
Mhm.
have been.
That's fair enough. I hear that a lot as well. But great job on identifying the challenge. And what I see often is, and thank you for saying that you're a great leader. I mean, uh, it's tough to accept that, what, I think I messed up. I think I hired this person, but I didn't set up the expectations properly. Now I feel guilty letting them go. I don't feel, now they're going to feel that I didn't give them the opportunity. Is This thing is hard, honestly. It's very
And,
hard. And
and Josue,
yeah.
you know what? And I have to tell you, thank you for that compliment, but I know better. I mean, I worked for the military for a long time. We have standard operating procedures for everything. It's just when you're self-employed like this, sometimes those things that your employer expects, I have failed to do, because I think that that's the big thing, right? Everybody needs to have standards to where they're performing to the expectations. Like you said, what is your lead generation time going to look like? Buyer agent number two, all of that kind of stuff, I think is very important. And I think
Mhm.
that that's the one thing that a lot of us are missing. I really do. I don't think it's just me. I mean, I'm very lucky that I have Steven, but I don't think it's just me that has lacked that
No,
part of it.
100%. Definitely. And that's why if you're looking to be a top agent, if you're looking to have a business worth having, that's what we all need, a coach. For any business, open up a bakery, get a coach. Get somebody who's built multiple bakeries before and pay them. Yeah, it's gotta be painful. Yeah, pay them and do and get their guidance and do something about it. That's a great point, Grace. And even and this for perspective, like I don't really like talking about myself, but I think this could help. This could definitely help people. Is even for my outsourcing company, I hired a coach to help me grow it. So, and now since we hired him, we're growing like as fast as we grew the entire last year. Thank God. But it makes a difference. So that's what we all need, that person that will give us perspective and would push us to become better. So definitely. Now, great topic on SOPs. The beautiful thing about being here at KW is that there's so many templates on Connect, on the 306090 for buyer's agent, for admin, on how does the KPA validation has to look like, and use the KPA as much as you can. One layer to this is also understanding yourself. Do the KPA on yourself and ask your team leader to validate it with you. Ask somebody in leadership in your market center to validate your KPA. That way you can get to know as a leader where your gaps are so you can be better. Let me give an example. One of the biggest gaps that I have on my KPA is I'm extremely optimistic, like ultra optimistic. I'm so optimistic that most of the time I do not see when things are going wrong. Why? Because I always think that everything's gonna pan out like for the better and everything's gonna be sunshine at the end. That's why on my team, I cannot have another person like me. I need to have a super skeptical team that could, and we balance each other. Is,
That's why you're
I see
married
the,
to an attorney, dude. That's why you're
yes,
married to an attorney.
yes. And you know what? When I did the KPA on her, I did the KPA on my wife. When I did the KPA on her, and I saw her like the level of skepticism she has, I'm like, that makes sense. And through time, I'm like, I love that because now that when we're running a business together, like she can identify everything that could go wrong. I see all the things that could go right, and then in the middle, we get to make decisions. But definitely, like the more you understand yourself, the better decisions you'll be able to make.
Mhm.
Uh, Another book that can help you tremendously, it's Fierce Conversations. Fierce Conversations. Right.
So I'm
Good.
writing all these books down, but do you mind in Hispanic leaders, would you give us that book list? Because I'm writing them down, but I'm sure that I missed some.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, I'll share the books. Perfect. All right. So understand your value proposition for your consumers. Have it super clear. If you want to understand how can you build that value proposition? How can you maybe like put a label on it and productize it? That book, $100 million offers, can definitely help. Let's keep going. Now, let's design the architecture of your ideal agent. How does a person even look like? Like what? And by the way, the better the box you have, the better experience you're gonna have. ¿Cuál es el volumen de ventas que deben tener? ¿Cuál es el track record que tienen que quieres que tengan? Que estén 5 años en el negocio, haciendo al menos 3 millones al mes, a 3 millones al año, whatever benchmark you want to have, just keep it as a standard. Number two is valores. Están alineados con una cultura de resultados y rendición de cuentas. I mean, no hay una palabra que defina accountability. Esto lo tradujo como rendición de cuentas, pero that's what that means. Are they used to accountability? Do they have a track record of showing up? Do they have a track record of productivity? You can always teach the subject matter later as you go, but if they have that track record and they've been successful, it makes a massive difference. Number three, ¿buscan un trabajo o buscan apalancamiento operativo? Are they just looking for a job? Are they just looking to be with you because you're gonna give them a few leads and they'll be able to do less effort? If that's what you want, great. If that's what you don't want, then change it. So, define exactamente con quién quieres hacer negocios. Tu trabajo como líder es prospectar diariamente para contratar a esos agentes específicos. Here's where things get really fun. Why? Because just like you're prospecting for buyers and sellers every single day, and you have that habit and you build it every day, now when you're ready to hire the agent you want to work with, now imagine you're prospecting for half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, and every day you start calling agents in your pond, in your territory, in your area. You start calling people you close deals with that you love working with them. And you start sharing with them, hey, here's what I'm building. Here's my vision. Hey, I'm building $1 billion market center. We did 800 million last year. We're hiring 20 people a month. We're doing this amazing thing. Do you want to be part of that? Yes or no? Yes, great. When can we meet? And find out if there's a middle ground there. But also, recruiting comes with building the habit of prospecting. Okay? And at the end of the day, is the value, el motor de la calidad del ecosistema de crecimiento perpetuo. That's what we're looking for. We're trying to build an engine here. First, we have the habits of a leader, which starts with lead generation. Okay, we talked about having the daily stand-up conversations well with yourself or with your team. Number two, we talked about having a strong administrative team, however that looks like, VA, in-person assistant, transaction coordination, however AI, however that looks like, have it. Number three, value proposition for consumers and value proposition for agents. And number four is take that value proposition for agents, build an offer around it, and be able to prospect for it. And that's it. What questions do you have for me?
Well, we were talking a little bit about AI there and how to build that. So I have a personal request to ask you. So yesterday, Stephen and I were on a different call, and we had an agent talk about AI called Manus. And I thought to myself, I'm going to ask Josue because he has built some amazing lead generation websites, everything from how to do credit repair to how to run events, all of this on this AI. And he said it takes him almost no time. So Josue, we're talking about AI lead generation. This might be something that in your big brain, because I was just looking at it going, oh my gosh, okay, whatever, that you can look at it and let us know what you are thinking about that, because there's no one better. Guys, there's no one better or smarter in our community that in Hispanic leaders or almost anywhere else that I've ever run
Oh
across.
my God.
Someone like Josue. No, you're brilliant. You're a young man who's just so smart.
Thank you.
Yeah, Louise is saying yes. And I appreciate the fact that it is called Manus, Manus. I'll send you the link because you sent us a
Thank you.
link. And what he did on that was just shockingly amazing. And I know that you do a lot of events in your market center also. You do a lot of lead generation, something for your virtual assistant company. It might help. I mean, wasn't it, Stephen, amazing what he was showing us?
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. Scott Malufa, he showed us a really like a like a legit, really great looking website. He structured off Manus. Yes.
Yeah, multiples. Like he was showing us,
Oh
like, this is how
yes.
you do events. This is how you do credit report. This is how you do homes in Austin. This is how you do the luxury. And all
Hmm.
these websites he generated, he said within 30 minutes.
Hmm.
I'll check it out. That's amazing. I haven't
Yes.
heard about that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. And like I said, my brain thought immediately of you yesterday. I thought I need to remember to tell him.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank
You're
you. Thank you so
welcome. You're
much.
welcome. I'm going to play with it, but like if you get a chance to review it, let us know because I know in our community, if you can look at it and then maybe, if it's something that you think is worthwhile for us to explore, we would love for you to kind of look at it and lead us through that too. Because honestly, I'm not just saying because you're one of the Hispanic leader advisors and you've been on our panels and everything else, and I'm going to hit you up for San Antonio. But you are really one of the smartest men that I know, and you're so willing to share with our community that I appreciate you, Josue.
Thank you. It's an honor, Grace. It really is.
And I can't
I
wait to
appreciate
meet your wife one day. I hope that she comes to one of our
it.
events.
Yeah, you'll meet her. You'll meet her. You probably meet her in Mega Camp.
Oh,
Let's
good. You know
see.
what? Who's coming to Mega Camp too? I'm so excited. Oh, and then we can sign off. I'm so sorry. My husband. So we'll all get
Nice.
together and have a family dinner. So once again, I want to thank, if anybody has any questions, please ask. And if not, we don't need to hold up Josue anymore. We said 1:45 was the end of this class. So anybody have any questions? No? Okay. Well, Josue,
No
oh,
questions.
Raquel.
I was going to say no questions, but I did want to thank
Of course.
Josue because although I don't know you, you don't know me. I
Raquel, you're breaking in and
market
out a lot.
center or in your area, but I believe Stephen may have made that recommendation as well. So thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
of course,
Yeah.
of course. So thank you all again for joining us. We're going to put this on our Facebook page so it can be watched by the other people in our group. And Jose, once again, we thank you so much for your time and all the effort that you put into helping our community and all the agents. So God bless
Thank you.
everybody. We can't wait to see you next month and then see you again at Mega Camp.
Mhm.
Bye, guys. See you